to my Rick review of Star Trek Into Darkness, where You're gonna be in this one? Okay. Fine.
You think you can't make mistakes, but the choices you make could get yourself.
Star Trek Into Darkness is the new J.J. Abrams sequel of the blockbuster Star Trek in 2009. So this is my guest host, Jonathan Cruz, and sorry, Lice, thank you.
So Rick, what do you think about Star Trek?
Well, it was mediocre.
Yeah.
And a lot of issues, and the story wasn't very good, and the story sucked, right? And it was just mediocre.
I definitely agree with you. I think it's not your like big summer blockbuster like maybe Iron Man 3 where that's not perfect, but at least you're gonna be entertained the whole time. This is more like if you have no clue what's going on, you're gonna check out after like the opening. Like
Yeah.
in the middle of a film, you're probably sleeping or just zoned out. You're like, what is going on? Rick.
So there's three really big things wrong with this movie. The first one is
The story. The essence of Star Trek is about these explorations, these people going on different planets, going here and there and having these great adventures. In this film, you don't get that. You get that in the first 10 minutes and then voila, it's about this terrorist, and then it becomes Mission Impossible, which is not as entertaining.
the second biggest problem with the movie is the stakes. The stakes.
Or slash the villain.
Let me talk. Being afraid and being worried about the villain, we're not really worried, right? I mean, we see him blow up something and it's kind of scary, I guess, but he's just like one guy and he seems like a really tough guy, but we don't see like the army he has. He's just doing like minute things.
To be honest, he's like a weird terrorist. It's not, I don't think he even is a terrorist because he's just going after one guy. You know, he's not doing mass murders, you know?
No.
It's, you know, it's not like he like goes into these multiple like big areas.
And then there's that thing about the Klingons where they were like, he's in Klingon territory, we can't go there. They never show us an army. They showed us like 5 Klingons, like
Show us 5 Klingons that are taken down.
like that.
Yeah.
The third problem with this movie is the action.
Yeah.
It's bad.
It's
terrible.
The lights are too bright, the camera's shaking 24/7. Don't get me wrong, that's action, you know, that's modern day action, but this, you're not caring about the characters in the action. First of all, you gotta know what's going on. Second of all, you have to identify all the characters.
Feel bad or like have stakes. This whole movie was just disappointing from Star Trek 1.
It basically was Star Trek 1. That's why the problem is like we've seen this film already. It's just a better villain than the first one, but the same villain. Like it's like the same guy. He's not a big threat. He doesn't scare you really. You know,
because the first one had an army.
Yeah.
He had a thing. Like he had a big ship. I also thought it was silly how they introduced the villain. I can save your daughter. Who are you?
Seriously, who are you? So Rick, what was good about this film?
Nothing.
I agree.
See you. The beginning is great.
The beginning is great.
The beginning is amazing.
The beginning half of the film is great. It even becomes a short film for some. Oh, the humor was really good. It was really appropriate.
It worked.
It worked just like the Avengers. That's right.
So the chemistry between the characters is really good. Spock and Chris Pine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you good. No, it's alright. Yeah, he's here. Now? Terminate? Okay.
I have to go do it. There's a thing just came up.
Oh, we'll get back over here.
No, the bad guy in the film and Spock are pretty much exactly alike, and when they have a conversation face to face, it's a really great scene. So overall, the pacing is not very good, the story's not very good, the stakes are not very good, but it's a summer action film. So J.J. Abrams? Sorry, just saying his name, there was a lens flare. Anyway, if J.J. Abrams is... if that man is ever to make Star Wars, it has to be better than this. He just really needs to break free, go new places with it. Hopefully he can do that with Star Wars, because that's where the heart is. So overall, I'd give Star Trek Into Darkness. By the way, they never go into darkness. There's no talk about darkness ever. It's not dark. A 6.9. It's really just average, and it does not do Star Trek, the first Star Trek that J.J. Abrams made, justice at all. It's really flat compared to that. If you want a second opinion, fine. I'll get John's opinion. John, I'm beaming you up. You give Star Trek Into Darkness.
I agree with you. I'd give it a 6.9.
Why?
Because the story's not that great. It's not really memorable, but you're gonna have a good time.
Thank you for watching my review with John. John also has a channel. You can check it out. He makes movies. So John, what was your experience like working on the Rick Reviews?
To be honest, it sucks.
Vulcan Death Grip.
Oh!
Thank you for watching.